Hello and welcome back to another episode of the 181 Rider Championship, and here we are for Assen. So this one could be quite interesting, and actually most of the riders will be going around the circuit in some way. The only people that won't be will be the Moto E riders, because obviously the Red Bull rookies also come to the circuit. However, as usual, the Moto 3 and Red Bull rookies guys will be getting in the way. As it has been a while, we'll take a quick look at the championship. So it's an Aussie 1-2 here with Jack Miller and Casey Stoner, and then Bang Naya third. Same with the Lacius Bagger then fourth, and Max Beggi fifth. So those are the guys we've got to look out for. This is scoring high points. We're down in 19th in the championship on 20 points, obviously off the back of that second in Le Mans. But anyway, without further ado, we're heading to the race. Hopefully we can have another good one. Oh, it's taking a while to... Oh dear! That's one of the worst ones we've had all season. Oh, there's still people falling. I saw as Rossi's gone down as well. Gibbernaus stayed on his bike. Oh no, Gibbernaus fell over now. There's people riding backwards. I think that's Garzo's rammed up. Oh, I've just rammed up someone in the background there. Right, so skip this and have a look.
Until the Grand Prix begins. Assen, the motorbike university, is once again ready to put everyone to
hang on, that wow, there's two Rossis that look identical next to each other because they're like the 08, the 09 and the 10 versions. So where am I? I think it's Perez on pole, isn't it? So I'm still at the back. So it's alright. So there's lots of riders on the floor here. Oh, a lot of them just spawned. There we go. Waiting for the mass respawning. Dovi's coming towards me. Dovi's just hit me. Dovi's knocked me off. That's bit weird. I mean, we have to wait anyway for him to respawn. Dovi seems to be stuck in a wall. Dovi's probably going to hit me again if I don't move. See, Dovi's got the 2020 skin on from Race Department, not the one I made, the other one. We're going to wait. There we go, Salvadori. So now we're into 181st, so we can go. So it took 17 seconds, so not too bad. Wow, the lag is bad. I forgot how bad the lag was. I've not played this obviously for quite a while, so apologies for not uploading for a while. Oh, do you see that? Do you see how high that guy went there? We're going on the grass around the outside to avoid them. There's people still coming onto the grass though. I think I got some Moto E rider there. Oh, they're steaming into the back of each other already as well. I'm still on the curb on the outside. Oh, Marini! Oh, nearly hit Marini there. We're on the tarmac on the outside. The Moto E rider goes, oh, there's some crashes. Oh, that bike may disappeared. It disappeared. I got quite lucky with that one. But overtook by somebody. It's a Red Bull rookies rider though. So he's got legitimately overtaken by someone on a 250. But there we go, up at the inside, back up into 107th place, nearly 7th then. Aaron Canet in front of us. Mark Marquez has crashed, the modern day one. Canet's looking at the inside of Dixon. So that's the ride he took this year in 2020. But here we go on the straight, watch out, the Moto 3 riders and the Red Bull rookies riders are going to be going pretty slow. So we're up to 100th already, so it's been a pretty... Oh! Massive crash into the quick right-hander there. About 4 or 5 down. Clermont Rouge. Oh, Cooney. I've knocked Cooney off, but I've somehow stayed on. Dixon's now back up the inside of me. We're in front of Viñales behind us. Whoa, is that Casey Stoner coming zooming through? It's not the one that's second in the championship, though, so we're not going to worry. Marquez is down again. It's the same Marquez as well. Obviously, Marquez, you can tell with the... I think he's crashed with Kaita Toba there. Trying to go on the outside of Stoner. We've broke too late for DeBolt here. I think Stoner might have the position back. Yes, he has. He's got it back. But he's going to get stuck behind Ertl pretty soon. Someone else is down. There's a couple of other riders on the outside there. I think one was Iagura. We're up into 93rd now. Oh no, Iagura is right in front of us actually. I think one of the Davidziozas. And they said Raikkonen then leading the race. Rainey's leading the race. God, you can tell it's been a while. So Rainey leads for Drosa second and Rossi third and a Rossi fourth as well. Lorenzo fifth. Doesn't look like Miller or Bang Naya. Oh! Two Red Bull rookies have just collided with each other. Well, that was strange. That was strange. One of them was on a bit of a different line to the other one. So the other one was carrying the one behind was carrying a lot more corner speed because he's on a better line. And he just rammed the one in front. But there we go, out off the Fogarty S's. Not the Fogarty... I've made a lot of mistakes in this video so far, haven't I? I've just called the... yeah, well, we know it's not the Fogarty S's. It's the Gert Timmer chicane. I've just called them the Fogarty S's though anyway. Mate, I'm sure Foggy would probably prefer those S's to be named after him, but they're not, so... But we're cutting up the insider riders here. Rainey's in 80th and in the lead, so obviously, I know there's obviously multiple Raineys in the game, but it's a bit of a contrast, isn't it? I'm going to go around the outside of this Red Bull Rookies rider. Some of the Red Bull Rookies riders are doing bits here, because I'm overtaking them on the second lap. And they, you know, riders like this, obviously they ain't been knocked off, so he's actually doing a pretty good job. Danny Pedrosa had a crash. This is where the carnage will take place, if there is any, because this is where obviously the speed deficit's the most. See, Salvador's going slow. There's still plenty more. You just got to watch out for people that look like they're not, you know, getting a move on like they are. Oh, I thought McCoy was going to hit McWilliams then, but that was a beautiful move by Gary McCoy. McWilliams seems to be struggling, but he's going a bit slow past McWilliams. Who is that in the gravel? I think that was Dodgy Kato in the gravel there. Not sure. Lowe's has been started up by Jibber now. I've started Lowe's up a bit as well. Ben Schneider's in front of us. Pass big. Oh, been took out. I think. Salvadori's knocked me off there. His bike just sort of appeared out of nowhere. Like he crashed, but then he kind of just speared me. It was like a spin attack. The riders are coming in quick. Got to stay out the way. Oh, whoa, there's people. There's loads of the slower bikes hitting. Oh, there's people all over the place. This is what happens when you catch up to them. SJ Dixon, obviously passing about a lap ago. It's all about just getting your way through now. There's people stuck on the outside. Oh, that was Rossi, wasn't it? Ricardo Rossi, I mean. On the inside, Dixon back in front of us again. There's Smith. So Rabat's now leading, so a completely different leader. Obviously, this would be a section that's pretty deadly. Oh, I've hit a 500 at the back. I think it's Wayne Gardner I've hit. There's Acosta. We're up into 61st. Kevin Schwantz going very slow. Obviously, being a MotoGP, a modern-day MotoGP bike is the most dangerous position to be in, really, because you're faster than everyone you're coming up to virtually, except about 20 riders. And you still might be quicker than them, because it's AI, after all. Flicking through the chicane, that was beautiful. Look at the run we've got. We passed loads of people on the run to the line, then it's up to 57th. Mick Doohan in front of us. Barry Boltus has had a crash. But I've just clocked onto the fact we've got 7 laps in this race, because obviously Assen's not the longest track in the world. So that's the failed start. I think that's Vinales a few spaces in front of us. Now Vinales then must have done bits. Obviously he didn't get took out, but we overtook him on lap 1. So if he's in front of us, then you know obviously he ran decent pace. Marini and Vietti, not good riders to be colliding really there. Can run outside of Doohan. Oh, bit of contact with Mick Doohan. Yeah, that is. I'm sure that's Vinales on the outside of. I think it's Jibber now. So actually, a couple of the riders. There's Stoner as well. The Honda Stoner, which is the rider that's second in the championship currently. Or actually, there might be 2 Honda Stoners in this game. I'm not 100% sure. Michael Aquona's in front of us, and he's gone onto our line a little bit. Had a look up the inside. We'll run it around the outside, stick it up the inside in a second. Oh, the rear kicked out then. Someone's gone off into the gravel. I don't know how they've managed that particularly. But we've been overtook by Loris Caparossi regardless. It's up into 55th position now. Well, down to 55th actually. Because obviously Caparossi overtook us. Out of here though, Lequona's absolutely blocked him, so thanks for that, like it. Stephen Odendahl in front of us now, jibbing out the inside of Odendahl. Actually, it might have been Odendahl we overtook before, instead of Ben Schneider, because I didn't actually see the name, I just assumed it was Ben Schneider. Yeah, I think it was Odendahl actually. I'm sure the helmet was the same. My mistake there. Oh, Chipper now sliding that rear end. He's obviously struggling with the tyres. Rossi seems to have got a big lead. Yeah, 32.9. He's had but yeah, actually, this kind of lap, you could have an uninterrupted lap, really. I'm pushing Chipper now through here, though. There's Lowe's. So again, we've lost about a lap's worth of progress. Seems to be about it, really. If you get knocked off once, we're all battling with all these. We're not going to be catching up to Valentino in any way here. Yep, see, they're getting clear laps, 32.8s. Which actually isn't a horrendous lap, to be fair. I mean, I've just burnt up my lows in the chicane, so I'm going to say I'm not going to be on course for the fastest lap. Yeah, I'm in the 33s. I was looking at my lap time. I was just crashing to Freddie Foray, or Kenny Foray. I don't know why I called him Freddie. I've made so many commentary mistakes so far. You can tell I've not done a video for a while, can't you? Now our bike's absolutely steaming in there. We've lost a ton of positions from that, though. I'm just not observant enough. That's the problem. I get caught up in a lot of crashes I shouldn't. Admittedly, I do get quite unlucky sometimes. Like, people will just run in for me, like what bench does. Lorenzo's just nearly cleared me out there, clobbered me. That's Casadei, but obviously I can see him plenty of times. So we're up to 45th, so we actually have game positions now from this section of catching them. Bet we'll catch them 2 or 3 more times. I've just noticed that my boots are actually low in a low resolution here, so that's how much the game's lagging, and also how little I actually look at the rider. Oh, they are coming back on the line, pretty dangerous. That was Lowe's again. So how many times have I took Lowe's now because I keep crashing? Herrera's crashed with Marquez, look, because he's got the Marquez number. I've just said he, I meant she, sorry. My apologies for that. Around the outside of Stefano Manzi. Nicolo Bolega in 42nd position. We could have a decent race here if we keep this up. There seems to be a lot of like slower riders in front of us now. I think like most of the MotoGP riders behind us. Nicky Hayden in front of us. The Kentucky kid himself. Battling with one of the 500 Valentino Rossi's, I believe, in front. Actually, it might be both of them. There's a couple of fluorescent yellow shades. So Lorenzo's in the lead. Miller's second. Miller is second. Are you joking me? Miller is second. Right, okay. Oh, someone needs to stop Miller. because he's going to run away with the championship otherwise. There's another Rossi in front of us. Oh, I've just absolutely bashed Nicky out the way, but I haven't got time to mess around here. Miller is literally in second position in this race, and he's already winning the World Championship. Can people stop, please? It's hard enough for anyone to do well in this. Well, it's hard enough for me to do well in this with all the AI, and then Miller keeps winning them all. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, both 500 Rossis in proximity. I've just dived one of them. Get the other one next, I would assume. There's Van der Gerberg. There's Garcia. We can size Rossi up. Yes, we are. Oh, we didn't even size him up. That's because I've completely missed my braking. Actually, no, I made it. Never mind. He just broke ridiculously early. Okay. That wasn't even a straight line speed thing. He just got on the brakes so early. It's up to 38th position now. Wayne Gardner in front of us. Oh, Lorenzo's crashed. So if that puts Miller into the lead, I'm gonna be pretty unhappy. Because he's crashed with just someone going slow in front of him. Not actually not like a Moto E rider. He's just crashed into like a... Okay, I think they have hit the Moto E riders now. Oh, Miller's down as well. Miller is down as well. Okay, that's quite good news for us. There's Messiah in front of me. That's Brad Binder. Oh, it's the 37th now. Oh, Noguchi. So this is where they all are then. You can see them, a couple coming from off the track. Right outside of Binder. Oh, some off into the gravel there. Delaporte's a lap down as well. Up the inside. Tulovic. Oh, whoa. Oh, Lorenzo's had a big crash with someone. Oh, there's people all over the place. There's Makoyachenko. Oh, where did that guy come from? I think he just spawned in the middle of those guys. Some catcher. Oh, I got clipped. I got clipped. I stayed on. I don't know how it happened. I got completely cleared out by someone from behind. Lorenzo's still leading somehow. Where is Miller? Is Miller still second? Romano Fanati's in front of us. Let's keep my throttle down. Cut the corner a little bit. That's Rossi second now. Ian One third. Don't know where Miller was. We're up to 21st now. On lap. Well, we've got 2 laps to go. Points could be on the horizon because I think we'll catch up to those guys once more. So hopefully we'll have another good race. The tyres are looking pretty good, obviously, as well. I know, obviously, the wear is gone, but the heat's, they're not looking too... the front's a bit cold, to be fair, but it's not like I'm exactly trail braking and pushing the front in this series, is it? So, Kylo on power, he's crashed there. So, there's Carl Abraham in front of us. So, it just seems to be like a kind of a bit of a train, I can see, of just decently... I don't really know what the word I'm looking for is. Riders going at a decent speed. There we go. That kind of makes more sense. So it looks like I probably won't to actually advance much more by just overtaking people. Badassari looks like he's actually for position though, which is quite shocking. Good job to him. I mean, I can't really fault him. Moto2 rider. I mean, look at how much time we lose on the straight. The Amaral guys think they have it hard enough in real life MotoGP. But Badassari's still in the top 20 has done a good, cracking job. We're up into 19th now. We're going up inside of Caparossi, up into 18th. They're probably not going to get that stop, so he's probably going to come back underneath. No, because I went onto the... Oh, we've had contact! Oh, he's gone off into the gravel now, I think. Right. I do apologise for that. Oh, Cassadai with Rossi, and there was a Rossi near the front. Does that mean the leaders have caught up to people again? I don't know. Tom Luti's in a... Yes, actually, some Moto2 riders doing pretty well. I mean, Luti's been absolutely screwed over by Agura there. Because that's like Kyle Abraham to get the inside of him. Although Luti looks like he's coming back at Abraham. Agura's going to get in my way now if I don't watch out. In fact, Luti's getting back up the inside of Abraham. Oh no, I've got around the outside of Luti now. Am I going to look at Abraham? No, I didn't really have the... Wow, I went way off the track there. But I didn't want to risk going up the inside of Abraham there because it was a bit of a stupid move. Especially considering it would only be for 6... Oh, okay, this is where they all are. This is where they all are. It seems... It's scary when you think they're going to despawn and they don't. Abraham's gone into the gravel to avoid them. Probably a good strategy. Oh, he's clipped me as well because he came back on the track. We're up into 12th place now. Getting the drive down last lap time. There's people coming everywhere. That sounds really wrong. I know it does. How have I made it through that? How have I made it through? Well, I'd see the Rossi in front of us there. Valentino Rossi in 6th position, so we could be lining up a 6th place here because I think we made it through all that car. I don't know how. It's like a Marquez actually cleared someone out of the way for me, I think. And I just got through those bikes. I was so lucky. I've had some pretty bad luck in this race as well as some good luck. But there's a Darren Binder in front of us, although I think we should be quite safe because obviously we're very close to him so we can see him. But we've got the drive compared to the other Rossi. Obviously he's on a slower bike than us. That'd be expected. It's Kenny Jr. in front of us as well, which... Okay, there's actually a bit of a horde of Moto3s and corner cutting. I'm having to... Oh, Rossi actually got back through. Dive bomb. Oh, I've just absolutely rammed Rossi out of the way. That was disgusting there. But I want this P6. I need all the points I can get in this championship because Miller is running away with it. I don't think we're going to catch anybody else again now, so I think this will be the highest position we'll get. I like the fact that the penalties have been pretty lenient. So Marquez, 32.4. Well, I'm guessing he's won the race on that then. No, he's a lap down. Okay. The 6th place, it looks like it is. Oh, it's hard to ride, man. I think I've got away from Valentino, though, a bit. I don't really know how I managed that, because he stayed with me for a bit. Salvador, I've got the right-hand side of him. 1.7 seconds to Roberts Jr. I'm not going to quite catch him, am I? Well, definitely not. Josh Hook's crashed. He's probably been crashed into by Byrne by the looks of it. Also with Lecuona. As Roberts Jr. is just in front. Miller won! Are you joking me? Miller won the race. Oh no. I think this championship might be about over. Because we're not going to be able to pull back 3 wins.
Going to the podium awards ceremony. Let's take a look at the final Motogp race results.
Stop letting Miller win! What is this? What? Oh my... How does Miller keep winning all these races? What is this? He keeps winning them all. It's impossible. Oh. Anyway, Miller won, Lorenzo second. So that Lorenzo that led, or unless it was the one 7th led. What? Oh, yeah, what the hell happened to that Rossi? That Rossi was behind me. I don't know, he's gone. Anyway, but yeah, Miller won. I was only 6.5 seconds behind him, which is a pretty good job. And Lorenzo second, Ian One 3rd, so repping the Aprilia there. 4th for Quartararo, that'll be his first points, I think. I don't think I've seen him in the points yet. Kenny Jr. 5th, obviously, who we were catching, but it was the 4-stroke one. So I thought it was a 2-stroke one, and I realised once we caught so much up at the Timmer chicane that it was the 4-stroke one. If it was one of the 500s, I think we'd have caught him on the last lap and got 5th, but it wasn't. Lorenzo 7th, Crutchlow 8th, Urate in 9th. What? Jason Deuceper Squire 10th. So I'm guessing this is the crazy sort of simulation. The simulation doesn't really work properly. So we'll go on to the... well, I press continue. I don't know if it's actually going to do that. Okay, there we go. On to the Riders' Championship. So Miller's got 74 points now. He's got 74. He's got a whole race wins worth over Lorenzo, who's now charged for 2nd. Crutchlow's now 3rd. Stoner's dropped down to 4th. 5th for Bagnaia. 6th for Aleix Bagro. 7th for Biaggi. 8th for Lorenzo. 9th for Dovizioso. Where am I now? I'm up to 12th. Where's our closest teammate? There's Vinales, I think, in it. Oh, see, Quartararo's moved up to 25th. Oh, he must have already had some points already. Where is Maverick Vinales? Yeah, 45th. So I think he hasn't had points since the first race. Rossi still hasn't got any yet. Oh, modern day Rossi. Looking at the team championship, Pramac obviously absolutely destroying everybody because Miller keeps winning all the races. So yeah, Miller won Le Mans, I think. I think he then got like 2nd again at a different one and like 3rd and then like another win. I mean, can't fault his consistency, but obviously it just gets quite lucky, it seems. I don't know. There's no really strategy, and the rider skill doesn't actually play, like the skill stat that's in the game doesn't really play into this because it's just about if you get clobbered or not, basically. Which is a shame, because I did. But we also got really lucky. On that last lap, we split between like 2 AI that were crashing, so you can't really fault them. Sometimes they're really spawning as well, so it also helps us out. So Aprilia up to 4th, obviously because Aleix had a pretty good season. Where are we then? We're 10th, so that's not too bad. How many teams have actually scored points now? If we keep going down. Well, quite a few. So 55 teams have now scored points. I'm guessing that includes the Red Bull Rookies team now, I'm guessing. Where are they? Yeah, no, that's Red Bull KTM 3. Yeah, so MotoGP Red Bull Rookies Cup have moved up 46 places. They've actually got some points on the board now. with 28. So I think I've seen a couple of comments in some of the previous episodes. We know that the Red Bull rookies in the motorway aren't going to be scoring any points. Well, there you go. They've got some now. They've got some on the board because whatever, somehow because they actually have simulated times for this track. I guess that must be why. So we continue again. So look at the constructors. So Ducati have now taken the lead. Ducati have taken the lead of the championship with that. A bit unfairly, the Desmodici GP12 is being given the credit for that, even though it's Miller actually on the current bike winning all the races. We're now a point behind them, so I'm keeping us in the... Actually, I'm not even keeping us in the running because Lorenzo came second, so Lorenzo's keeping us in the running there. Speaking of Lorenzo and Yamaha, obviously he's back with the Yamaha family for this year. I mean, that's probably not the... Maybe this isn't the video to talk about it in particularly, but we'll have a look then. So actually no extra manufacturer, so we're still waiting on Energica, which, yeah, I guess, I mean, that's possible. If the Red Bull rookies simulate times are enough to get them points, it might be. MV Agusta. Yeah, that's definitely possible. I'm pretty sure one of the MV Augustas was running in the points at one point. And the Kawasaki, I don't know how Kawasaki haven't yet, because their bike, actually I think they only have Nakano, so that might be why they only have the one rider. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed that one. Absolute carnage as always. It's the second race now we've managed to score points. I think we've only scored points once before. We might have done it again in Catalonia. I can't really remember. It's been quite a long time. But that's kind of what I expected for a Mugello. That's another commentary mistake. It's Assen, not Mugello. Wow. I don't know how many mistakes I've made in this video. If you could keep counting the amount of mistakes, I'll pin your comment if you can list the amount of mistakes. I mean, you could totally guess because I'm not going to go through and count. So, yeah. But anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed that one. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Like I said, sorry for not uploading for a while. I'll go try and keep it more consistent from, maybe from the start of February, I guess, because that's, where we are basically at now. So, like I said, hope you have enjoyed that one. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I shall see you in the next one.